I'm Presto the Bunny, and today we are streaming Pokemon Red version. We're picking up from where we left off. I've got a lot of different mods on this time. We've got new fancy overlay stuff that I can fiddle with. Some stuff happened in between. I found a bunch of really good mods. They announced that they started work on Gen 2. So maybe by the time we're done with this, Gen 2 will be complete, which is pretty freaking awesome. As far as what's been going on with me, folks, I have some pretty disappointing news. I'm going to be trading in a bunch of my collection right before the move. We got the appraisal paid for the house and stuff, but yeah, let's just get to the fun stuff, shall we? I believe we still have Nugget Bridge to do. I don't believe we finished the gym. No, we did not. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna have to finish up the gym here. What's our Pokemon party looking like? We've got new icons, by the way. But how's everyone doing today? Would like to know. Today's just kind of a hangout vibe sort of deal. We'll see how far we can get with Pokemon. And of course, everybody in chat gets to name a Pokemon, so... For now, let's get moving upwards towards Nugget Bridge, shall we? As you can see, just as I said, we have some 3D models imported from Pokemon Stadium. Honestly, I was not expecting to get this one to work, but it works. Of course, we can also pull up the stats and see exactly what we have, what works. So, but yeah, this is just kind of a fun day, sort of deal. I'm really excited to be trying this out. Sadly, the mod developers for the 3D voxel mod took it offline and have said next to nothing. According to their Discord server, there is somebody else picking up the 3D voxel mod, but who knows? Your Twitch isn't killing existence, isn't liking existence, which you've been listening. Well, I'm glad you're at least able to hear. I hope it's nothing on my end. What in the world was that? I have never seen that in my life. The animations are nice. I do like the fact that we can kind of pan the camera here. We can't go full, but... Will I change Pokemon? I don't know where the menu was for that. Nope, just on your end. Bugging away slowly but surely. Ah, that sucks. I am hoping that everything goes well at the game store. I'm taking in a lot of stuff. It's gonna free up a lot of room when we go to move. It'll also hopefully help my husband with paying off one of his cards. So, yeah. Luckily, you know, I don't gotta trade everything in. It's not like I'm losing everything, but still, isn't exactly the nicest thing that I wanted to do. Okay, I don't know what is up with that. You're gonna lurk for the rest while you rest your eyes? Alright. I don't know what was going on there. Most people would say Nugget Bridge is the first start of where the game starts to ramp up its difficulty. I don't know about that, but I guess I accidentally messed up one of the menus. That kind of sucks. Let me go to options real quick. That should help a couple things. You got a nice zoomed out view here. I could zoom it out further, but we're gonna think that's a little better. A lot of these mods that we're using are still in development and being worked on, so each time I stream this, I'm gonna try to have different. What was that? Oh, I accidentally hit F2. Oh, I think that might have just put us back. What? It did! It reloaded this. Okay. Well, that's something I didn't know. Apparently F2 reloads the save, so we gotta redo this battle. Not something I was expecting. We're gonna go ahead and use No. He's gotten off enough sand attacks where we're really low on what we can use. Yeah, it set us back. That's interesting. All right, well, I'll try not to. I'll try not to hit the cup on the keyboard again, like I did. It's just the handle hit the key. Guess it'll be a good reminder of me to try and be better at some of this. Trying to think here, what else can I talk about? There was some stuff announced the other day. Apparently Mega Man's coming to Fortnite. They showed off, I believe, the Buster. It looked like the X Buster, but can't know until they're actually out. I know that Pokopia DLC came out. I never picked up Pokopia. I know a lot of people said it was really good. Oh, this also got ported to PSP recently, too. They've been doing a lot with this recompilation. It's been moving at a kind of unreal pace. Been really I've been enjoying watching each of the updates and stuff. Like each day there was one day where there was like 4 updates in one afternoon. Okay, so the menu is there, but I can't see it. I don't really know what's messing with it either. I did not mean to switch into a Pokemon with only one move. I think I might have just done it again. No, we've got Tackle. We're not gonna last very long. Or maybe we will. That felt like a bad move. Not being able to see what I'm doing is a little tricky. Okay. Being able to open that menu is kind of helpful. It's nice that it's got all the stats for stuff. I wish it didn't cover up everything else. Oh, figuring out what works and what doesn't here is a little weird. Luckily, you know, we're not, like... It's not really that big of a deal. I also included some side quests and stuff that I found, so some of them are, they're in a different language for some of them, so... But it'll be alright. I'm sure we can handle it. Ooh. I don't know why I thought I walked into the Pokemart. It literally said Poke on the building. Alright. We should have enough energy to get all the way down. Mod menus. No. Let's see. EXP share. That one's off. Or no, it's on. Team EXP share option. Modern progressive. There was one other one. Okay. Alright. I think that was everything. Let's go ahead and save, and then we'll work our way up north on to Nugget Bridge. We gotta do Nugget Bridge, Misty. I'm gonna try to do Lieutenant Surge all today. And maybe afterwards I'll do like an analyze this version of the game. You may notice that we've got different sounds for the Pokemon in this one. I did that for funsies. I like the way they... I'm one of the weirdos who likes the way the Pokemon sound in the anime, so somebody made a patch for it. Yeah. Why wouldn't I play that way? I wish the modern UI extended to the battle screen, but that's alright. I'm hoping for like Heart Gold and Soul Silver to get a good PC port, but I'm pretty sure we're just gonna have to settle with, well, Gold and Silver. Which is fine. I mean, that's okay. I'm in no position to just be like demanding PC ports. Foxy TV says, whoa, this looks better than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What's up? Not a whole lot. We're just playing through some Pokemon Red. We're on part 2. We're going across the Nugget Bridge at the moment. How are you doing today? I'm not looking forward to what's going on later today, but it's my own personal preference of stuff. Today's mostly just a chill day, though. I gotta go trade in a bunch of my games and stuff. I've gotta move later on this month, like September 1st, I believe, is the day. And that's part of why I gotta sell a bunch of stuff, which sucks, but it's alright. Just melting out there? Oh yeah, my husband said it's blisteringly hot where in the warehouse he's working at. You'd need air conditioning inside a fursuit if you were wearing one. I wear mine quite a bit. I make them, so... I haven't in a little while, though, just because I haven't been filming live action stuff. The new place, I'm not going to be able to suit in it until I have everything set. Because I believe the air conditioning in the actual new place we're moving to is actually broken. We find out today if, or we should find out in about a week, if the loan company is willing to cover the house. I'm really hoping they do, because if so, then we can move in and just kind of go from there. If not, then ugh. I've just been so worried about house stuff. That, like, everything else has taken kind of, gone to the wayside. I've been staying consistent with streaming, though. I've been doing Wednesdays and Fridays, and that, so far, has been working. Wasn't really expecting it to work as well as it has been, but, you know. I've only had one stream where I've had to, like, rethink how I'm doing it for an upload, which is pretty good overall. I'm just hoping the new place works out. I got a whole bunch of stuff planned if so, because then I can be a lot louder and do different stuff. Well, that's an odd place for the bubble. Squirtle gang, Squirtle gang. I like Squirtle. He's not my favorite. Gen 1 doesn't really have that many Pokemon where I'm like, oh yeah, gung-ho about it. Gen 2, though, on the other hand, Gen 2 has me pretty happy. But I like Squirtle. I let chat pick which starter we went with. And if you're wondering why I'm not switch trading or anything, you may notice here we're actually, I have EXP share on, which is a nice new addition. It was a mod I had to find, and there's like 4 people that have done EXP shares. None of them have done it exactly how I was hoping. But that's okay. Blade says they lurk. Oh, you be lurking. Lots of people be lurking today. But that's alright. Then we got running shoes, which is nice. Gen 2 has Delibird. They cooked. They did. I mean, Totodile is a good design. Croconaut is amazing, and I positively love just, oh, there's just so many. I'd like to say they still are cooking with the most recent gen, but a lot of them, some of them don't even look like Pokemon. They look like they'd fit better with Digimon, sadly. But I still think things are pretty good. As for, oh, and going back to your original comment about Scarlet and Violet, I would say Scarlet and Violet are okay. I like the story in Scarlet and Violet. I like the story in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. I like the gameplay there. But the way it ran on Switch 1 was awful. Meanwhile, the way it runs on Switch 2 makes it, like, actually really tolerable. Like, really, really good. Maybe you gotta give it another chance on Switch 2. I would say give it another chance on Switch 2. I'd say start a new file, empty out any of your notions of the game, and just kind of play with an updated file on Switch 2. It's good. It's just not... It may not be exactly what you're expecting, but it's not bad. You had a Totodile plush at some point? I had a Totodile bath toy. It was like a little squishy thing. It was cute, I don't know where it came from, and I was happy when I had it. And I was like a little kid. I didn't even know what Pokemon was. I was so young, I didn't even comprehend what this was. It was just a toy I had. And when I saw Totodile later on, I was like, oh! Oh my gosh, that was a Pokemon! Oh, okay. But I was like really, really little. I was like 3 to 4 when I had the, when I had that toy. And I didn't know about Pokemon until I was 8? So, Blade says, the Glitch Fest made Scarlet and Violet more fun for them. Armorage and Selderage, I like both of them. Excellent designs from Ariga. Toji Ariga does a great design, so... That's the one connection between Pokemon and Mega Man, is that, like, a lot of the manga artists who did Mega Man stuff ended up designing Pokemon later on. There's a surprising amount. I don't know what menu I'm in. I had no idea what menu I was in or why. I think that, like, okay, the Switch 2 is weird, because, like, I like the Switch 2, and I like the Switch 1. I haven't had much reason to stick a hold of my Switch 2, though, all things considered. Like, I like my Switch 2, but it's... I don't know how to word this right, and I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. Oh, I was in a move thing. Oh, that's scary. Luckily, I have something that'll, like, let me reteach moves and stuff. Like, I've got Mario Kart World, I've got a lot of... I've got, you know, a lot of Switch 1 games. I picked up Donkey Kong Bonanza, but, like, the new Star Fox, I didn't pick that up. I wanted to, but I couldn't justify it when I have a working N64 copy of Star Fox. I just couldn't. Ocarina of Time, I'm probably gonna have to skip that too! Because of this move, which sucks, but that'll be alright. I keep hoping there will be something else, but, you know, it's alright. I got my Mega Man games coming, so it's alright, you know. Dual Override and... let's see, Dual Override's coming out, and then I'm sure there's gonna be something after that, so... I'm alright. My Switch 2 is basically gonna end up replacing my PS5 once Sony goes all digital. I'm just never gonna pick up a Sony game again. Which sucks, because I like Ratchet and Clank, but I can't justify not owning a game in any way, shape, or form. Because game key cards are essentially just how discs work now, and it's been that way for a while, and if Sony just wants to get rid of that option altogether, yeah, I'm just good. They can... I'm alright. My PS5 already doesn't get a whole lot of use. As is. Not because I don't like it, but just because it's not as useful to me when I've got a computer that runs like pretty much everything, and a Switch 2 that can run everything else, and every old console under the book, which is gonna shrink by like half after this month, which, once again, not the happiest camper about it, but PS1 emulation is so good, the upscaling works really well for some games. Same with PS2! It's incredible! It is absolutely incredible. And I've got a pretty big collection of like PS1 games. I've even got some Japanese imports. Like I've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Japanese version. I've got some of the Mega Man Complete Works titles all on PS1, and those all work just the exact same as they did on real hardware on emulators, which is just nuts to me. A couple of years ago, I wouldn't have thought that. You know, when I was in high school, PlayStation 1 ran horribly on PC. It was like, maybe you could get a 2D game to run if you're lucky. We're gonna go back and heal, because we're gonna faint before we get to the... And then there's the Steam controller, which I'm currently using to play this. It's a really nice, like, PC controller. All around. I have no complaints. The trackpads are pretty useful. I get to do stuff like this. So for me personally, you know, it's just something. Saucemog says hello again. Hi, Saucemog. Did I not say hi originally? My bad, if so. Welcome in. Heck, N64 emulation's gotten really good within the past couple years. Same with Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn's been the more surprising one for me. You got Spider-Man 2? Nice. Please tell me Saturn emulation is getting better. I was able to play all the way through Mega Man 8 on Saturn. I played Sonic Jam for the channel a couple years ago. It ran horribly. I played it and crashed after a while. I played it again earlier this year on a newly updated emulator. I was able to get through every single Sonic Jam challenge and beat Sonic 1, and it didn't crash once. I played all the way through Sonic R on a Saturn emulator. Saturn emulation is just getting... It's on par with where it needs to be. Speaking of Sonic and Mega Man, are we going to be talking about Cross Worlds? Or are we talking about the Fortnite collab? Because I'm excited about both of those. Cross Worlds, you know, I've been playing through that. I play that every now and again, and it's just fantastic. Meanwhile, the Fortnite stuff, never played Fortnite before in my life, and I am going to be jumping in just for that collab whenever it's announced. I'm waiting for it to be announced before I even attempt to jump in, because I don't think it'll be good for me. Fortnite and Cross Worlds, you never know what's going to be added next. I know. I was tempted when the Rangers were added to Fortnite, but I didn't end up doing it because it was Mighty Morphin. To be fair, I'm more of a Dino Thunder kind of guy, but, you know, SPD would have gotten me there. In Space would have done it. But they just chose Mighty Morphin again, so I just was like, nah, I'll sit this one out. But now they're putting Mega Man in, and I'm just like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. I'm just excited. That's what I'll say. Oh, and then there's Bubsy 4D. Speaking of, I need to still pick that up. I said I was going to, and then money's been a little tight. I planned on playing the PC version and streaming it with the Bubsy mod, just to mess with people and be like, no, it always came like this. But no, I really am excited for that too. I know it came out, but I haven't gotten to try it yet, so I'm didn't even touch the demo. I'm just waiting for it, waiting till I have the money to actually do it. Bubsy has changed in mysterious ways since Bubsy 3D. Oh, trust me, I know. Let's see. I've got every Bubsy game except for that new collection they put out and 4D. So I need to find people to do like collabs with and stuff. Maybe boost the numbers so then I'll have the funds to actually go and pick up Bubsy and try it without feeling like, okay, this might just put me in the hole. Oh, and then there were all those announcements the other week about the Mega Man comics. That's something else. I actually got to go to the comic shop and pick those up because I've been making videos on each of the Mega Man comics with Blade. And I still haven't picked up X issue 5 and the self-proclaimed world's greatest scientist, Dr. Wily #1. I always gotta say the full title on that one just because it's so freaking long. When I saw that one, I'm really gonna like it. Get me on a topic, I'll just go. Oh wow, we've been going for almost 42 minutes. I never realize how long I'm going until it's like, oh, I've been going for a while, haven't I? I'm trying to not make this as packed as episodes as I did when I was doing Fire Red and Leaf Green for stream. Because those were incredibly long streams for me. They were like 4 or 5 hours. And they were good, but yeah. I know that after I get done with this, I'm not going to want to play Pokemon Gen 1 again for a while. Because we did Fire Red, Leaf Green earlier this year when they came out on Switch 2, and then we're doing this right now. Because people were like, hey, do it! Just play all the way through it. And I was like, alright, we'll do it. Every Friday now I've been doing Pokemon, every Wednesday I've been picking a different game. Although I think next Wednesday we're continuing Mario Odyssey, because people responded really well to that. So... okay. The bubbles. Oh, I didn't even get in. I didn't even go into the gym last time. Gotcha. The anime cries just bring me some amount of joy. It's like, yes, this is how they should sound. I know the animal cries from the original are technically more accurate to what it would sound like, but I just think it's more fun this way. We should be more powerful than pretty much everything so far. Some of the models are still in beta. The stadium stuff is all still really early on. I'm glad they included it. Still don't know why they took down the 3D voxel mod. Forks of it still exist, but I got this from the original source, so I think it was just getting too big and the guy couldn't handle it. I can't know for sure because they never made a public statement, or if they haven't made one yet. Okay. Turret is confused. Turret used bite. Gotta love a confused bite. Well, they're putting Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on the Evercade. That's something. I don't exactly know how to feel. I don't have an Evercade, but, I mean, neat. Fighting Fist. Sauce Monk, did I watch The Backrooms? I did watch The Backrooms. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't my kind of horror, to be fair. It was good, it was creepy, it creeped me out, but it wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be. It was freaky, though. I didn't know anything going into the movie, either. I knew what The Backrooms was, not really. I hadn't seen anything else of it. You were scared? My husband was grossed out when what's his name bit chunk out of the of Clark's arm, neck, face. I don't know. It was that general region. Still life, yeah. Which my husband immediately afterward was like, "You could paint a still life." I'm like, "I hate painting still lives. What do you mean?" And they were like, "No, I mean like the creatures in the back rooms." I'm like, "No. There's a style of painting called still life. It's creepy and weird, and I don't like doing it." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." I was like, "Yeah." Alright. Okay. Options. So now if I turn these on, they're still not there. What if I turn the... voxel mod off? I know a lot of people have shown the voxel mods and stuff, but I don't think a lot of people have actually shown that you don't need the voxel mod on to actually play this game. So here's our first side quest. At the end of each gym, there is a Team Rocket member outside. If we win, we get to pick one of their Pokemon to join our team. And then they disappear. But the battles are pretty tough. I need to get back to finishing watching the Pokemon anime. I was going through, I believe, the Orange Island saga. Which, as I found out, is kind of necessary watching for the Pokemon anime. Very strange, because everybody I heard was like, oh, it's all filler, you can ignore it, and now, like, then I look it up, and it's like, no, it's got characters and stuff, you will be confused if you watch nothing but that, and then, like watch Gen 1 first season, and then start on Gold and Silver. No, we're supposed to confuse them, not be confused. Sandshrew. This isn't a good matchup, but... yeah, really not a good matchup. Okay. I had to pull that up to know what I was doing. Okay. Fury attack's pretty good. We're probably not making out of this one. Yeah, we didn't make it out of that one. That's alright. We come back, we are fully healed and everything, so we're kind of good to go. We'll come back to each of these each of the Team Rocket trainers. Team Rocket Commanders, as they're called. So each of these bubbles mean different things. The smiley face means that they've got stuff going on later on, and the exclamation point means that they've got either a battle or something to give you right now, and if it's faded, it means that they've got something for you later on. So that can help with, like, side quests, trade evolutions, and stuff. I wish the menu wasn't broken. It's a little sad. New chat request from Blue Sky. Why do they have the... Now, hold on a minute! Source Filmmaker models! These are from Pokemon Stadium! Oh, I'm gonna have to teach you guys something interesting. Okay, Pokemon Stadium was the game on the N64 that allowed you to battle Gen 1 Pokemon. Pokemon Stadium 2, also known as Pokemon Stadium 3 Gold Silver in Japan, it allowed you to do the same thing with Gen 1 and 2. You can play Gen 1 on Pokemon Stadium as well. So, no, these are not the models from Source Filmmaker. They were from Pokemon Stadium. You just didn't think about how those weren't made for Source Filmmaker. No, they were not. They were made specifically for Pokemon Stadium on the N64. Which is an absolute treasure of a game, which has little mini-games and all sorts of fun stuff. Fun stuff, yes, because I can word very well today. Oh, it's somebody offering to help me find, like, the best way to do that. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Last time you played Pokemon Stadium, you were 7? Oh! Well... Last time I played Pokemon Stadium was... just yesterday, when I was setting stuff up for this. I just like, let's see how Pokemon Stadium is. And I only played the mini games, because I didn't feel like battling. I knew today I was going to do a bunch of battling with basically the same rule set. Turt fell asleep! Darn it, Turt. Turt, wake up, please. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turt. Teen Mute Nin Turt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we can't sing any full word. We have to specifically sing only the first half of the words. Oh, my Discord's going off too. Oh, what's going on here? Taking a gander at what's going on. It seems Gen 2 Recomp is got some really good progress now. They've got the title screen going, the opening animation. They showed gameplay the other day. Darn. If you're wondering why I'm going back, I gotta make sure I heal. Potato. I think we're alright. We're probably alright on Pokeballs. I'm in a pretty good mood today, all things considered. I'm hoping the appraisal goes well on the house. Because if it doesn't, then I'm, you know, out even more money when we could have walked away sooner, which is sad, but here's hoping, chat, right? Either way, I'm gonna help my husband finish paying off at least one of his debts, and then we're gonna be set up eventually, sooner or later. Zeke says, what'd they miss? We beat Misty, we beat the Nugget Bridge, we talked to Bill, and now we are heading towards Lieutenant Surge and the SSAN. We also have Pokemon Stadium models now. How you doing, Zeke? Doing fine? It's hot as heck? Yeah, that's what my husband said. Everybody's been coming in being like, it's really hot today. It's like, yeah, I'm picking a great day to go and trying not to die. I have to go out in this heat in order to go trade in a bunch of game consoles and stuff. So, I am also going to try not to pass out. Have you tried robbing a bank? That is a terrible idea. It's only a bad idea if you get caught. Yeah, I'm not that fancy with it. I'm just gonna trade in my game consoles and hope I can get at least 1,100 for them. Because if I can do that, then by next paycheck it'll be paid off. And that means then when we go to move in, we won't be fighting with a Firestone card that only helped us out a little bit. And yeah, if you want some financial tips, don't take a card at all if it says, if it's like over 10% interest. It's a bad idea. Want to sell the random hard drives you have sitting in a chip box for me? I would. I would absolutely do that. You said you were gonna send me a couple of those. I need to get rid of these game consoles and get moved before I even think about setting up, like... So chat, this is like a box full of hard drives. They're just old hard drives. I'm gonna wipe them and make like a little server thing for them. If I can buy a couple. Or take a couple. But... And I can't do it before I move, because otherwise it's just too much. Oh? Okay, so that's the mod that's messing with that. Now I know. Options, off, off, off. No, it's still broken. Honestly, selling a big box of hard drives wouldn't be that difficult. It'd definitely be, you know, a little tricky. But I feel like I could do it.
Spiro! War Tornado!
Well, you already got a Spiro. What is going on? This happened last time, too. Last time I messed with a bunch of stuff. In Engine, it sped everything up. Oh! Fantastic. Game speed 200. Normal, please. I got a Pidgeotto. One more stage for that. But yeah, the server stuff was just basically going to be backups for all the video projects and past streams. That way, in case anything happens. But I don't know. I don't really have the time for it at the moment. And I definitely don't have the space. Not in the middle of a move. Because if everything goes right with this, with the appraisal, and I get to move, then it's just going to be another big box of heavy stuff I gotta move, and I'm not ready for that. I've already got a 175-pound TV I have to move. For those who don't know, CRT TVs are heavy. We got a big one for $25, and all we had to do was move it. It'll probably end up in our living room. Or in our bedroom, more likely. It won't be as useful. Like, right now it's not being used because it trips the breaker every time I plug it in. It'll probably do the same thing at the new place, too, to be fair. That's the problem with a big old TV like that. just has the possibility of just tripping the breaker. I'm hopeful that a lot of, I'm hopeful that the appraisal goes well. And I'm hoping that everything goes well at the game store, too. But I guess you guys will have to wait like a week to find out if you're watching this live or on YouTube. Actually, if you're watching on YouTube, come over to the Twitch. It's where we live stream all this stuff. Good time. You know you wanna. And if you're already on Twitch, drop a follow. Share the stream with a friend. We got emotes. We got pellet points. Guess I'll go watch from YouTube. You don't have to watch from YouTube. The YouTube upload for this won't go up until Friday. Till next Friday, actually. The last Pokemon stream is already up on YouTube, believe it or not. I'd much rather people be here to watch than on there. Although it is nice to be able to be like, okay, if I miss a stream, it's not the end of the world, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go heal and then book it to the SSN. Hopefully, by the time we get done with the SSN and Lieutenant Surge, we should be about finished for today. And then we'll pick it up again next Friday. All the gold and silver music is really nice. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Love the soundtrack in those games. War Turtles in the wall. If I end up having to get rid of more than what I really wanted to, then that'll be alright. I mean, technically I don't want to get rid of any of it, but it's kind of got to be done. It's either I get rid of it to live comfortably later on, or I keep a hold of it and continue to struggle. That's kind of where we're at. Tentacool. Tentacool and Tentacruel are really creepy. You guys ever seen that episode of the anime? Where there's the giant kaiju Tentacruel? Ugh. Creepy. I keep checking stuff to make sure I haven't been messaged a million times yet. Because I'm sure somebody will message me. Gonna check on my husband real fast.
Match out.
Much.
What order?
Alright, so we got about 40-ish minutes left. Da, da, da.
Tentacle. What order?
Gosh, that is such a weird sound bite. But I mean, you gotta work with what you got, right? Granted, recreations would be pretty neat too. So they all have the same sound quality. Just saying! There's some really cool ideas here. The same people working on the Gen 1 Recomp had been working on a Gen 2 Recomp, and I'm hoping it's all through the same launcher and stuff. I know there's somebody working on a virtual Pokemon bank for Gen 1 and 2. Just for these recomps. Wait, what mod is the 3D animations? So, welcome in, Itaretro 77? I think that's how you say your name? Or Indie Retro, my bad. Words. So the stadium models for this, that comes with the voxel mod so long as it is the most up-to-date version. You do need a copy of Pokemon Stadium to latch onto and pull the ROM models from, but it's all done in engine. So essentially, you turn on the voxel mod, you scroll down to where it says Stadium Ready, you click on that, it'll open a window, you find your Pokemon Stadium file. I don't know what I just did. I didn't learn a move, apparently. And then you turn that on when you go to battle. I think it's battle animations. You go, there's 2D, 3D, A, B, A, and then B, and then there's Stadium A and Stadium B. This is Stadium A. I will show you guys Stadium B in just a second. Each time I play this game, I add a couple different mods on, so this one probably won't stick around, just depends, but by next week we'll probably have a whole new set of stuff to fiddle around with. I'm just really enthusiastically showing all this stuff off because it's really cool, and for me as a Pokemon fan, it's like awesome. You know, Pokemon's not even in my top, like, it's in my top 10 probably, but it's not like up there. It's not like a Sonic, a Mario, or a Mega Man. Heck, it's not even like a Pac-Man. But I like Pokemon. It's enjoyable. So seeing all of this done has been really special. But yeah, let me show you guys that. So when you go options, Pokemon Cries, music filter, performance, 3D battles, 2D, 3D A, 2D, 3D B, Stadium A, Stadium B. And I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Oop. So now when I go into a battle, it does this. Which is probably, honestly, a little bit better. It's probably a little easier for it to render. But welcome in, Indie Retro. I hope you stick around. I plan on playing this every single Friday with new mods. You can check out all of these from their Discord server. I don't have a link to that at the moment, but there is a link to mine. And for those who are curious, there is our link to the Discord. Here's the link to the art dump. And if you're looking for a fursuit or merch, here's our link to the Dealer's Den page that I have. Feel free to check out what's on there. I plan on updating it probably once I get settled in the new place. And for those who are watching on YouTube a week later, all those links are in the description, along with a couple others. How's everybody doing so far?
Tentacool.
That's never not gonna throw me off. Tentacool. Ba-da-da. Sorry, chat, had to plug my phone in. It's about to die. Luckily, there's lots of battlers and trainers on the SSN, so you shouldn't be under-leveled when it comes to... playing in this. Sadly, the 3D voxel mod was taken down. There are still forks of it available, but I don't know what's going on with the 3D voxel mod. I'll let you guys know probably next stream. Because by then we should know what's going on with it. We're gonna go ahead and heal up. Sorry about all the little technical hiccups. There is somebody working on an alternative voxel mod that's a little bit more stable, but it's not released yet. I'm basically gonna play until my husband comes home. Because after that I gotta go down to the game store, trade in a bunch of stuff, and hope that I get enough to finish his debts up. It is an interesting time I live in. I never thought a day would come where I'm like, yeah, I'm trading in a lot. Some would say I'm not trading in enough, and I'm probably not, which means I'll be back at the game store come Saturday or the week after. I don't know why it feels like it's gonna rain today. I just got this hunch. She just likes cherry pie. Speaking of the Pokemon anime, I'm sure pretty much everybody remembers the episode where Ash was on the SSN, and they inadvertently sank the ship by starting a battle in the hull with Team Rocket. That was such a... I don't know. That was kind of dumb of them. But even more on that, I was watching the new reboot series they did, the 3 movies. I watched the first one, and that one was so freaking good. I really appreciated that, and I wanted to watch the second one in that set, but I think it was The Power of You, or The Power of One, or something like that. I wanted to see it. I still haven't, but... Pokemon I Choose You was really, really good. Alright. Anytime there's a chance to heal, and I don't take it, it's probably just poor planning and thoughtfulness on my part. I feel bad because I told a 3D artist that I needed my model redone and stuff, and I still do. But I told them, like, oh, it'll be about the 14th when I'm able to afford it. And now it's got to be pushed back even further, just because of how much stuff is going on in my life at the moment. Oh, the things I have to think about. It'll definitely be done, though. I wanna get back all the interactions and stuff you guys were able to do.
Tentacle.
I should have used Bite. Ba-ba.
Magic. War tornado.
I know where my head is, and it's not in the game at the moment. I am just vibing and playing. Okay. Data unknown. Red found a great ball. I did do one full run. Hey Manu, how you doing? Guess where we're at? Feel free to join me in voice if you're free. I'm only going to be streaming for another 30-ish minutes or so. Yeah, I can imagine. Tired seems to be where everybody's at today. I'm gonna be tired after this afternoon, because it's not the only thing I gotta do.
Tentacool.
Godin.
I had to trade in a bunch of my games to this afternoon. I've been talking about it a little bit. So what I'm trading in is a PlayStation 4, a Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, the original Xbox, an Xbox 360, a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis Model 2. Yeah, I got more that I can trade in, and I'm probably going to end up doing that at some point. Kind of my game plan at the moment is, there's a couple of systems I don't want to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of my AV Famicom. I don't want to get rid of that. That system right there it was tricky to find, and I've got a bunch of Famicom games. I don't want to trade in my Switch 2 or my Wii U or the PS5 at the moment, but that might end up changing someday. Probably not, though. But, yeah, everything else kind of up in the air. I got my GameCube standing by. I've already sold the PS3. Or one of my PS3s. The other one's going in, too. The only one I'm saving out of the lot is my Slim. The Super Slim I'm trading in, because I don't use it. And the big one, I'm selling the Blade. Oh, by the way, Blade, if you're still watching, I'm leaving a bunch of stuff on there for you. Like, any of the games that are installed on there, they're just gonna stay in there. Oh, and all the music is, too. Because I kind of used the PS3 as a backup for all of my music and stuff on the PSP. The only thing you might want to do is change the thermal paste on the CPU. It's getting to that age. Taking care of a game system is very different. Got a rare candy. Gem battle. Ah, there it is. That was weird. The menu changed for a brief second there. If they don't lunge out for a battle, it's safe to say they won't battle you. So we did all the battles in the SSN except for Blue. We're gonna go heal, and then we're gonna go battle Blue, and then work our way to Lieutenant Surge. Bum, bum. Oh, I never checked if the... Saucemonk says they like Jackbox. I like Jackbox too. I like Jackbox so much, actually, I shared my entire Steam library with Casey so she could play those, the ones that I had that she didn't when she goes to conventions and stuff. Since I'm not going to be going to conventions or anything in the, anytime soon, at least. Shift, fixed, dynamic. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. I know what I was looking for, but it's alright. Time for the fated battle with Blue. The battle nobody can get out. You like hanging out with people IRL? I do too. Sadly, there's not a whole lot of people right now that I can hang out with IRL. But that's alright. I don't make a big stink about it. Let's see. The other stats are looking alright. The rest of my parties, yeah, their levels could do a little better. But that's alright. There we go. We'll know we landed it when it goes down. Having all the stats and stuff up is good. Water gun was disabled. Yeah, like that's the one that you really need to fear. just.
Venusaur.
The Heart Gold Soul Silver music's really good. I wish there was a more dynamic set of mods for music where you could pick which versions of which tracks you could play. Heck, I wish there was a version that would let me play the music from the anime. Granted, that would get me copyright stricken so quickly. But that would just be cool. Something for, like, whenever I'm feeling up to it.
Venusaur.
These PC ports have really helped with making the transition from console to PC a lot easier. Kind of a no-brainer. So... we defeated Blue! Ba-da-da. Alright, now we have the HM cut. Now normally in Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, and Fire Red, Leaf Green, you need to teach these to your Pokemon. In this, thanks to a mod, now I no longer have to teach and waste a spot for much better moves. Now it's just as long as I have it, we're good to go. Hidden technique cut. There you go. Which is, I think, is really nice. I think I have 1, 2, 3, and I think I have 7. I don't know. We need to do a Jackbox stream again, but I need to get a couple of my friends in voice for that. Artie loves doing Jackbox, and she's been so busy lately. It's hard to like schedule stuff with her. Alright. First, let's take care of these 3 jokers, and then we'll hit the button, unlock the gate, and fight Lieutenant Surge. Oh, well, that was quick. You guys can see all my stats. You drew 2 dudes in Champed Up. Mr. Holman. You're quite fond of them? Well, if we do Jackbox again on the channel, I'll know who to ask to... You know, everybody gets to join that. It's, Aw.
Well time.
I know we learned a move. I don't know what move, and I couldn't tell. I don't remember how to do it. That's alright. Oh, and of course we're back at ridiculous percentages. This happened last time, too. See, I got this first try on the blue playthrough. Does anybody remember how this puzzle works? Okay. Second lock is right next to it. Yeah. Ah, yes. The puzzle of a century. Moving buttons. So that means it was in this one. Ah, there we go. We're saving. There are right-wing VTubers? What? Okay. Well, apparently that's a thing. News to me. What do I know? I'm just a rabbit. I don't really jump into politics much. I mean, I do in my day-to-day life, but not really so much on stream. Alright, time to fight Lieutenant Surge. And no, it doesn't mean... It doesn't mean that I'm going to go into a whole rant on it. I really don't feel like it. Unfunctionally. I mean, unfortunately. Man, I don't know. I don't have an issue one way or the other, really. I mean, I do with some things, but it's more a matter of I'm not gonna throw a hissy fit. Rabbit? Words aren't wording? Me neither. Manu, are you planning on eating me? Is that what's going on? We're not surviving that. Nope. We're gonna cook you like a rotisserie chicken. I am not a rotisserie chicken! Not very effective. We might be able to sneak out a win in this one. Maybe. Fury attack. Nope. Thunderbolt got me. Quick attack. And we snuck out a win! We got the Thunder Badge. And now we've learned we can now use Fly when we get it. Well, that's excellent right there. Are gonna want to heal though. Glad we were able to get through that battle, but boy was that rough. Well, let's see here. We didn't catch any new Pokemon today, but we did do quite a bit of story stuff. We're going to continue this next week on Friday with some different mods. So stay tuned for that. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to watch us on Twitch, please do. You can always follow me right here where I stream every Wednesday and Friday. I'll tell you guys what's up and how it's going. I have been your humble host. Thanks for sticking around. Feel free to check out the Discord. Feel free to check out the Telegram art dump. Feel free to check out the Dealer's Den. We got a fursuit up for auction right now. But with all that going on and said, we're going to go ahead and raid out on somebody playing this. Let's see. This person seems chill. Let's go ahead and raid out on them. And I'll see you guys Wednesday, probably for some more Mario Odyssey.